So what about, do you have a son? I think you have a
Yes,
son, right?
yes.
So what's that like? What's it like
He's
having a
very
son?
supportive.
He's
He's
very
very
supportive.
supportive. He um he's uh, uh he's 30 in his mid 30s,
Hmm.
and he is an ordained minister. And a few years ago, he had a bike-a-thon,
Hmm.
motorcycles, and the proceeds, or a majority of the proceeds, went to the MS Society. He did that after he found out I had been diagnosed, and he's very supportive, and so is his wife. And they're just wonderful.
But can I tell you one thing? I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Like you know me ever since I was like eight, eight, and now we're talking about something that we both have.
Yeah.
Me at 30 and you at whatever.
Hmm.
We just say
Whatever.
whatever. This is what we do.
Yep.
And now it's like when we come together and share our stories, a lot of the things are very similar.
Yeah.
So if sometimes I just feel like if doctors could hear from us how many similarities that we experience on a
Hmm.
daily basis, it
Right.
would be easier for them to diagnose. And can I just ask you a little bit about what medication you're on?
I'm on Avonex. I started out with just the weekly shot of Avonex, and I'm on the Avonex pen, which is also weekly, once a week.
Hmm. And you know that I'm on the one pill a day. So I take one pill a day and hope that it helps. So we're both going through two different ways of trying to cure this same disease.
Hmm.
And I guess we can both kind of try and figure out which one is the best. But at the same time, how does the Evanex make you feel when you take that on a daily basis?
Actually, I haven't
Or you don't take
experienced,
it on daily. I take it daily.
yeah,
You take it weekly.
weekly.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't experienced any side effects side effects that I'm aware of, um, as a result of the Avonex. But with MS, you have so many different um, things going on. Maybe one of them is a side effect. Now I know one things they said that could happen to those when they take it are flu-like symptoms that can happen to you after you take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've experienced just a very few times, probably 4 or 5 at the most,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been taking it for several years. So I think it depends on. I think it depended on sometimes the location of where you inject yourself. I
Mm-hmm.
think the higher up, for me, it brings on that symptom.
Okay.
And they say drink water, a glass of water before you take it, and take an aspirin.
Right.
So that's what I've been advised to do. And I sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. But I don't really experience that side effect of uh, flu-like symptoms anymore anyway. So I'm
and
okay.
mine like symptoms, side effects, so to speak, are different for everybody.
Hmm.
And my side effects are sometimes the fatigue gets worse, but other than that, my side effect is one that I will not disclose on the TV, but it's not, well, not even TV, computer. But it's not a bad side effect. So that's the thing is the difference between the interferon, which are the shots, and the difference between the one pill a day. It's going to be interesting to see how both of those things work out because
Hmm.
honestly, I will not complain about my side effect. Okay? But at the same time, the fatigue when it's like doubled, it's a little bit rough.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it's up to us we have to force ourselves 10 times more than the normal person does to even get up.
Hmm.
We do when for some reason, a lot of people don't realize that when we're up, when we're talking, even like right now, that it takes us so much more energy to do
Right.
so than it takes the average person that does not have an autoimmune disease like multiple sclerosis.
Do you find that the fatigue is a result of your MS or a result of your medication?
possibly, I'm sure that it's a result of my MS
Okay.
because I've always been tired. But
Okay.
you know what? Guess what? When I was tired in the beginning and I would tell people, I'm exhausted,
Hmm.
people would look at me and like, you're lazy. Dude,
Hmm.
I'm not lazy. I have 1/4 of the energy that normal people have on a daily basis. And
Right.
that's one thing that I have to say about your husband is that he was so understanding to that.
Hmm.
And a lot of people aren't because they don't realize that we're not making it up. We have no reason to make up how we feel on a daily basis when we jump out of bed,
Hmm.
or not really jump but slowly move out of bed.
Hmm.
But your husband understands that a little bit more. That is what a caregiver and a partner is supposed to be like, because if we don't have good partners behind us, a good support system behind us, then that makes us um, go down into that level of depression, of sadness, of loneliness, and
Hmm.
everything like that. I really believe that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Do you notice that um, when you're sad, you feel a little bit worse?
Oh yeah, it gets deep. It
No,
really does. It's like it's intensified
right.
that much more.
And I mean, I mean, physically, do you start to notice like little, like say for instance, that numbness or that tingling that would have been like level 1 is up to level like 6 because you're stressed out, because you're a little bit sad or down. Do you notice that? I do.
I can't really say if I guess I'm so when I deal with um, the depression, I am so focused on why it's happening and wondering why it's happening and how to get out of it. I guess everything else I'm kind of oblivious to.